There's something that I do kind of miss, and that's like a community of musicians that work together.
Experience and being able to collaborate with other people.
You can always learn from someone, and it's always good to kind of get together and vibe off each other.
There was a couple friends that helped a little bit, but nothing like this.
To win this competition and work with these guys, I'm really excited. Really nervous, actually. Are you?
Yeah. Super nervous.
I don't get nervous. I don't think I got nervous. But
Clearly you do.
I'm getting nervous.
I think it's always exciting when you push out of your comfort zone, like working with some all-stars, I guess, as opposed to just another mate in a studio.
One thing I was looking forward to was meeting the artists. It's about meeting people, and just you are creating opportunities all the time.
Yeah, now we've been making music now together for about 4 months.
When we first kind of were hanging out, it's completely different. Like musically,
Yeah.
we're in totally different directions. So I think it's really good timing for us to be writing together.
About 2004, 2003, I was playing in bands, and then the band disbanded because my mate met this hot New Zealand girl and never came back. So the lead singer of the band went away. I can't sing, so that forced me into solo work. So that changed the way I made my music.
Where we were at as far as the amount of time that we've been making music, not having put any of our own music out there, we thought, it would be a good opportunity if something came about to sort of kick things off for us.
Working with established artists, I wanted to see how they work in the studio, what format they bring to a song, and I guess any other techniques or procedures that they might encompass into their production.
It's just a breath of fresh air when people show up really willing to work and learn and put themselves on the line, and kind of, it's a learning experience. And what do you have to lose?
I love the open space, like the feel of this place is really warm and nice.
Everything in this studio, it's amazing. This is world class, pro level, nice vintage desk with enough channels to do whatever you really want to do.
What we're trying to do is attach it to the club that we're building upstairs, which is Oscar. To make a breeding ground for creativity.
They've got a lot of cool retro stuff, but it's an eclectic mix of new modern synths as well. All the desks and all the compressors and everything they had in their bus gateway, just all that stuff. The mixing desk is just awesome. There's more buttons than a helicopter. So watching them do that, I was just like, man, how do you not have a street map or a GPS for that thing?
There's so many keyboards. Keyboards make me happy. So this is a very happy place for me.
It's reminded me, and hopefully the people we're working with will see too, is that, you don't necessarily need a massive, big space. You just need good ideas.
It was really great just sitting down with KLP, going through lyrics, just brainstorming some stuff. Generally, I have a good idea myself of, how many takes we need and did I get it, but having someone else tell you, nah, again, higher, nah, listen to this, lift this, sing like this, smile more when you're singing this section. It was like, damn, okay, yep, I'm gonna get it.
Leslie is great on the vocals. We pushed her pretty hard. We recorded vocals for hours, which is a hard thing to do, to keep the energy up and still sing like you mean it, I guess. But yeah, she just got better and better, and it was really cool working with her.
Her direction to me, as a vocalist herself, she knew how to get the best out of me. She knew when to tell me to smile, to change, the shape of the sound and things like that. And that's what you need to hear. Whereas I think someone who hasn't worked with a vocalist, they don't know how to ask those questions.
I guess the process here is a little bit different because it's governed by what kind of music they make and what they have as the starting board. So, yesterday we needed to write a top line for Leslie to sing. Today, the guys are kind of working on the music a little bit more.
So an integral part of the song is obviously the sax hook, because I had to create 4 layers with a MIDI track in each one and actually key the samples in myself.
When you're fussing over little things, sometimes I feel like, should I be fussing this much? But seeing how KLP worked, yeah, you do fuss that much, and you do fuss that much about the takes and comping and, continuously tweaking little things. And that gave me a lot of confidence in the way we had been working already.
Yeah, when I was up and coming, there wasn't really these things in place. I think, I would have benefited so much by having this. I mean, over time, like I kind of learned, my skills just working, at home on my computer setup and slowly bit by bit just gaining the experience. But if you can jump those steps, I mean, that's amazing and puts you way ahead of the game. Another very important thing is, I guess, creating like a network around you and just being able to meet different people. Almost have like mentors is a great thing as well. Just be able to like drop some people like questions like, oh, what do you think about this, or how do I do this? I think like building those relationships for the long term is what really helps develop people.
I think it was really lucky to work with them, and it was a good experience because it makes me want to keep trying to do it more. Like both those guys are just like really easy to work with, excited, positive, motivated, up for anything, and I'm sure between Luke and I, or all of us together, we'll try to keep working with them.
To learn the skills to produce in the first place is quite a big hurdle, which I found myself, so it's definitely not an overnight sort of thing. But if you're doing it for the right reasons, if you do it just because you love music and you want to produce music, not necessarily to get fame, you're just doing it because that's what you love to do, then yeah, just be persistent with it, and I think eventually things will work out.
If you're one producer and you do a million different things, you don't really get a good following. You sort of got to stick at one sort of style and keep pumping that out to get a following and get that repetition in your music. Keeping it versatile is a big thing for me as well. I've got a lot of inspirations. I listen to everything from Brazil through to UK, old school music like acoustic guitar and stuff like that.
The thing that I want to do most, I feel like our workflow in the studio is really happening, but what happens when we're out there live, and I've been singing in bands for ages, so, I don't mind. It's all cool to stand up there and sing, but this is a completely different genre of music. So, yeah, I want to see what we're capable of.
I just want to showcase my skill set and promote the influences that I've got outside of my production in my music, and I just want people to like it, I love making it, so if people like listening to it, then my job's done.
A dream situation for me is, just to have more of the culture that I have back home, at my new home, here. So if I can help create that, then it feels good.
There's a lot of potential. The basis I had to start with is, from what they've been doing, it's more than a starting point really. Like they're on their way. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be hearing their tunes on the radio quite a bit.